Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, March 14th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Well, the team is back and finding their groove again at trivia at Rams Head Roadhouse. Not first place, but third. A bottle of wine, we'll take it, and a respectable showing, but definitely a late night. Anyhow, we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? How's this for a change? No bummer news today. The inaugural Anne Arundel Asian American Festival is going to be held on April 7th at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds. Now, this event promises to be a really rich experience of Asian and Pacific Island cultures, featuring a wide array of Asian street food and traditional dishes from Southeast Asia and the Pacific. The festival is also going to host various performances, including traditional dances, live music, and martial arts demonstrations, along with interactive workshops and family-friendly activities. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite.com and just search for that event. And just to give you an idea that I know it's going to be a fantastic event, this is going to be put on by Jeremiah with Peak Social. The Annapolis Film Festival, running from April 4th through the 7th, released their slate of films yesterday, and it will showcase over 85 new films under the theme of Out of the Box. The opening night film, Thelma, stars June Squibb, a story of resilience and humor, and Jennifer Esposito's directional debut, Fresh Kills, redefines the crime saga genre. The festival is not just about films. It also includes intimate talks with filmmakers, parties, and unique experiences. You can get your passes and tickets now at AnnapolisFilmFestival.org. I do suggest passes over tickets. It's a lot easier for a number of different reasons. And please stay tuned for a bonus pod we did with Lee and Patty. That'll be coming out early next week. Well, Annapolis is gearing up for a weekend of Irish shenanigans. The 9th annual St. Patrick's Hoolie will kick off the festivities as the official Irish Parade kickoff party. That two-day music festival, Shamrock the Dock, will follow. Features 21 acts across 2 stages, including Carbon Leaf and 7 Nations. The Downtown Annapolis Parade, regarded as the city's most spectacular, will feature a range of participants and is led by Grand Marshal none other than Martin Beans Gardner from McGarvey's. Plus, some great times at Stan & Joe's, Rams Head Tavern, and Galway Bay. Now, we do have a comprehensive guide at eyeonannapolis.net, and you want to definitely check that out before you go down to get your Irish on. In some business news, Blue Whale EV, an electrical vehicle consultant, has recently moved to a new headquarters here in Anne Arundel County in Hanover, coming from Ellicott City. The company, which has expanded its space to accommodate its growing team, specializes in planning sites for chargers, designing parking layouts, and working with various clients to support EV infrastructure. There are partnerships with manufacturers like Blink, Zeal, and ChargePoint, and their involvement in local and federal incentive programs for EV infrastructure really highlights their integral role in the growing EV industry. This move does mark a significant step in the company's expansion, reflecting the broader growth of the EV industry in the United States. Now, we've told you about Zacharys Jewelers hosting their 13th annual Mother's Day Jewelry Design Contest for 5th grade children. Well, we popped on over and talked to Steve and Constance and dropped a very short bonus pod on this program last week. So if you missed it, you do want to give that a listen. And if you are a 5th grader or the parent or guardian of a 5th grader and want to enter, the deadline is March 31st. You can get more info at zacharysjewelers.com. Some podcast news. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be speaking with a great, somewhat new nonprofit called Sail Beyond Cancer. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. It goes out at 7 p.m. 366 days this year, and it is free and paywall-free. And here is a link in the show notes for you to sign up. And please, do me a favor. Feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. All right, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. Okay, so now you just need to sit back because we have George from DCMDVA Weather with the only locally forecasted weather report you will find. And because it's Thursday, Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All that's coming right up, so hang tight.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, March 14th. Yesterday brought another A-plus weather day to the Annapolis region, and today will be just as good with warm temperatures sticking around through Friday, when we might see some PM showers and storms with a sunny but cooler weekend ahead. Look for sunny skies today with highs in the mid-70s, possibly to lower 80s in a few spots across the region, to be followed by more mid-70s Friday with increasing clouds and a fairly good chance of some PM showers or storms that will help usher in cooler air, but still very nice temps for the weekend with highs in the lower mid-60s each day with plenty of sunshine as well ahead of much cooler upper 40s to maybe lower mid-50s with breezy winds next Monday through Wednesday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Chesapeake Light Craft in Annapolis, Monday through Saturday next week, they're making sassafras canoes, and they have more upcoming boat building classes in March and April, building Jimmy skiffs and Annapolis wherries, as well as teardrop campers. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, Monday, check out their Learn to Knit workshop. Wednesday, they have Socks 101, as well as intermediate sweater knitting. At Books for International Goodwill off of Defense Highway, they're having another one of their big book sales, tomorrow through Saturday. This is a big fundraiser for the Pearl Rotary Club. They have lots of great books at great prices. At the Well Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn, on Saturday, they have a Welcome Spring flower arrangement workshop. Over at Blended Essentials in Severna Park, registration is open for their summer camp starting in June. Camps include making candles, soaps, bath bombs, lotions, and more. And each camp has a different theme. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing sun butter and jelly sushi, with one session at 11 a.m. and another one at 1 p.m. Then on Tuesday, their Half Pint Kids Club is doing waffle fruit ice cream cones. At Local by Design, on Saturday, check out their Paint Your Own Piece of Furniture workshop. At Art Farm in Annapolis, Saturday, check out their First Exposure Digital Photography workshop. And their kids' winter and spring semester continues, with some kids' art school sessions still. There's one today for ages 9 through 11, one on Saturday for ages 6 through 8, one on Monday also for ages 6 through 8, as well as one for ages 4 through 5. And some of the other kids' art camp classes coming up. There's one today that's mixed media for ages 10 through 13. Monday, there's beat making with machine for ages 10 through 15. And then on Tuesday, there's pencil, charcoal, ink, and watercolor for ages 10 through 13, as well as the experimental art club for ages 10 through 13. And there's more classes coming up in April, as well as their summer semester starting in June. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library system this week, today, Brooklyn Park has Steam and Snacks, Mountain Road has What's Cooking, and I guess they're making breads this time. Broadneck has Women in Science and the Use of Pie, and there's a couple more Pie Day celebrations, one at Severna Park and one in Edgewater. On Saturday, Eastport has Build It with Lego, Discoveries has Food STEM, Severn has Solar System Extravaganza with crafts and activities, Severna Park has a community service crafternoon, Odenton has Dig into Archaeology, and Glen Burnie has Learn Counted Cross Stitch. On Monday, the Bush Annapolis Library has Magnets Push and Magnets Pull, as well as Springtime Stories and Seed Planting. Broadneck has a Spring Cookie Decorating Workshop, and Glen Burnie has a Steam Club. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has a Little Artist Process Art, Odenton has Be a Painter like Mary Cassette, Discoveries has Lego Build and Create Monthly Challenge, and Broadneck has the Broadneck Needlecrafters. And then on Wednesday, Eastport Annapolis Neck has the Mad Hatters Knitting Club, and Deal has an art night doing fandom art, and over at Unallocated Space in Severn, tonight is a virtual happy hour. Tomorrow they have their DEF CON 443 cybersecurity meetup. Saturday is a hot metal meetup, covering the basics of welding and plasma cutting. Monday is their weekly project night, and Wednesday is their weekly open house. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.